Good morning, Focus family. Welcome to another Tuesday ASC upper body workout. We got 5 pairings of exercises here for some upper body work, and then the last pairing is some core work. So how it's going to work is you got 2 exercises. You're going to alternate back and forth between those exercises. First, you're going to do 2 reps of each exercise. Then you'll do 4. Then 6, then 8, then 10, then 12 reps of each exercise, and then that pairing or that grouping will be done, and then you'll move on to the next one. So let me walk you through all the movements now that you know how the setup works. So let's learn the exercises so you can go have a great workout. Okay, starting with the A's for exercise A1, we got our mini band shoulder flexion. Mini band around our wrists, chest out, shoulders back. Push those hands apart so we got some tension there on the band. We're keeping our rib cage down and our core tight and engaged as we raise our hands up over our head and back down. Again, keeping that tension out against that band the whole time. So that would be 2 reps. Then we'd switch to exercise A2, which would be our band pull aparts. Here, okay, ripping that band apart. Again, core engaged. We do 2 reps, then we go back to the mini band shoulder flexion for 4 reps. 4 reps of the band pull aparts, and back and forth until we get up to the 12 reps. Okay, exercise B1. We have a dumbbell reverse fly. So we got our dumbbells. We're gonna get ourselves set up in that hinge position where we're driving those hips back. Okay, try to get the chest parallel to the floor. Imagine almost like we have that band in our hands again and we're trying to rip it apart, but this time we're holding dumbbells. Right, so we have our 2 reps for the first round, standing up, dumbbell side raise, or lateral raise out to the side for our 2 reps, and then we'd switch back and forth between those 2 exercises, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, for the C's, we're starting with push-ups. I'm just showing you a variation using dumbbells as push-up handles. So if you have any issues with your wrist, your elbow, your shoulder, you might find being able to rotate these handles and be set up in a slightly different position or a more neutral position might be a little more shoulder, wrist, or elbow friendly for you. So give it a shot. I'm gonna go here. So abs, glutes tight, lead with the chest. So I do my 2 push-ups. Then I get up into my gorilla row. So in that hinge position, start by rowing and holding both dumbbells at the top. One side is gonna row while the other side continues that hold. So I do 2 reps, and this side is gonna hold 2 reps on this side. So the gorilla rows, remember, are gonna be reps per side. So I do 4 push-ups. When I get back to the gorilla rows, I gotta do 4 on one side, 4 on the other side. Okay, for the D's, we're starting with our dumbbell front raise. So we're gonna go dumbbells at the sides, neutral grip. We're gonna maintain that neutral grip as we raise up. So we're gonna perform our 2 reps. Then we're gonna go to a dumbbell pronated row. So again, in that hinge position, which we've seen before today, now it's gonna be a pronated overhand grip on the dumbbells, and as we row up, we're gonna keep the elbows out away from the body. See from here, hinge position, overhand grip, row up, elbows away from the body for that one. Now, we have a few exercises today that are done in that hinge position. If at any time you feel like your low back is fatiguing as opposed to the muscle groups that we're actually working, remember that hinge position can also always be done in a chest supported position when we're face down on an incline bench at about 30 degrees, and that takes some of that tension off the low back. Okay, now for the core work, for the last 2 exercises of the day. First, we're starting with a plank with a reach, so we'll be in a good plank position. Abs, glutes tight, so those hips don't rotate. We're on our elbows and toes. Head is neutral, and we're gonna reach, touch as far as we can out with our hand. Put that arm back, replace it, reach with the other hand. Okay, so that first round, we'd have to do 2 per side, so we'll just alternate till we've done 2 per side. Then we'll switch to our next exercise. Knees bent, feet flat on the floor, hands straight up. We're performing a crunch. So crunch up and just slowly lower down. That'd be 1. Crunch up, get those shoulder blades off the ground, contract those abs, slowly lower down. So those crunches are just gonna have a slower, more controlled tempo on the way down.